Cinderlin by Anne Meso, Tim T, and William. Once long ago, there was a girl named Cinderlin, and she lived in Vietnam. She lived in a town named Saigon, and she lived in a small cottage and went fishing every day. Her mom passed away when she was 15 years old, so she lived by herself. Many years passed, and Cinderlin got older, and her dad married again, so that Cinderlin had a mother to care about. But Cinderlin's stepmother was jealous of Cinderlin's beauty. Cinderlin's stepmother had two stepsisters named Hamu and Anu. They really wanted to be fancy like Cinderlin. Cinderlin had to cook and clean the cottage. The next day, there was an invitation to the party. Cinderlin wasn't able to go to the party because her stepmother didn't let her go to the party, so they got changed. Before they got changed, they told Cinderlin to go fishing for fish. They told Cinderlin to go fishing for fish. And when she finished, she also got changed and went downstairs and yelled away. And Cinderlin's stepsister looked back and smiled, then tear Cinderlin's dress and set off. That very night, Cinderlin cried and ran outside to the garden. And then she saw something light up, and it was her fairy godmother. And she asked, "What are you doing here?" The godmother answered, "I'm here to help you." Then she turned a pumpkin into a carrot. Then she turned 4 mice into horses. Then she turned a goose into a coachman. Then she turned Cinderlin's old dress into a very pretty outfit. And then she let Cinderlin wear a ring. Then the fairy godmother reminded Cinderlin that at midnight the magic will be gone. So Cinderlin set off, and she was so excited she didn't even know she was there. So she went in the house. She went in and saw people dancing, and a man came to her, and it was the prince. And she danced with Cinderlin, and Cinderlin smiled. While she was dancing, the clock struck 12. Then she ran away from the man, and she went as fast as a cheetah and went into the carriage and went home. The next day, the man's servant went looking for who fits the ring in his hand. Then the man came to Cinderlin's house. Cinderlin's stepmother opened the door, and the man came in and tried Hamu's hand. But it didn't fit, and he tried Anu's hand, but it didn't fit either. So Cinderlin wanted to try on her hand, so she tried it on, and it fit perfectly. So the prince took Cinderlin to the castle and married her, and the man didn't want the stepsisters to go to the wedding. The man punished the stepsisters and the stepmother for being mean to Cinderlin. He told them to do all the housework, and they lived happily ever after. The end.